Alright guys, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time on this channel, please subscribe to the button, like, and then share. You can share for other people, okay? So subscribe. If you've not subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel, right? Okay, today I'm going to walk you through deployment with Windows 11 operating system, right? So let's see how we can do that. Alright, so I have here my VM machines. Okay, so as you can see, I have my WDS server, okay, and then I have my domain controller here. So this is joined to the domain. So as you can see, I have Active Directory users and computers. So I have my domain here. So this very server is joined to the domain. So this is it. All right, so if you don't know how to do this, I have it in my previous video, so I will leave the link below for you to check it out, how to set up. Okay, now I'm going to open my WDS server. So tools, Windows deployment service. So okay, so let me minimize it, let me close this. All right, so click down. Okay, so in this environment, what I'm going to do here is I need to load two files here, that is install.wim and then boot.wim into these folders, right? Okay, so first I need to put my ISO or my bootable, okay, my Windows 11 bootable. So I'll go to VM settings. Okay, so I'm going to select CD DVD and then use ISO and then browse. So I'm going to browse to where I keep my ISOs. Okay, great. Now if you see, I have Windows 11 on TPM and then TPM. Now whether you are using the TPM and then on TPM is the same procedure, there's nothing different, okay? But the only difference is you can only install TPM with VMware 17, right? If you are having 16, please just go in for Windows 11 on TPM and follow the same procedure. You will get the same result, right? Okay, so I'm going to concentrate on the TPM. Okay, so select that. So now make sure these two buttons are checked. So I'm going to check this as well. So these two buttons should be checked. Okay, all right, so if I click on my Explorer, so you can see the indication here showing that this image is in. I click on this PC, so you can see it's in there, right? So I've actually add that. So let me close this. So what I'll do here is I could start with any of them. So install.wim. So I'll right click this. Now first you need to create a group, okay, for your image. So add group. So I'll name this Win 11. And then right click this, go I'm going to add install image, browse, and then I'm going to where my bootable is. So I'll select resource and then select install.wim. okay, next. Okay, here I'll have to select which operating system I would like to install. Okay, so I can decide to load all of them or decide to select one edition. So let me just select one edition so that to move faster for us to finish. Okay, so I'll select Windows 11 Pro. Now down here, use the default name and description for each of the selected image. So if I don't want to use the default name, I'll uncheck this and then go for next, then I can change the name here. but here I'm going to maintain the default name, which is what, the Pro. So let me select that and then go for next, and then next. Okay, so now finish. All right, so I have my image here. So the next thing is the boot.wim. So I'll right click this, add boot image, browse. So it's the same location, that is sources folder, and then you select the boot.wim. Okay, next. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'll maintain the same name, or I could add a name to it. Okay, so I'll go for next, and then next, and then we'll wait for this to finish, then we'll see how we can deploy this. Okay, so finish. All right, so now I have these two images ready. So the next thing I have to do is create the machine I would like to deploy to. So I'll go for file, new VM, typical, next, select Windows 11. Okay, so I'll click down here because I'm using 17, so I can select Windows 11 in the list. Next. So let me just do this. I'm going to name it test win 11. Nice. So next. So here I'm going to select all files and then generate. Okay, because of the TPM, and then next, and then select this as a single file. Next, finish. All right, so if we check here, my network card is on NAT. So let me check my WDS server, my server network card. So I'll go to settings, and then you can see it's on custom VMnet 2 over here. So I'm going to close that and then set my network adapter on that. So custom VMnet 2. Now you will not have this, so if you want to start with your deployment, please just go in for host only throughout. Okay, I did this custom thing, so don't follow suit. So if you want to know how to customize your network, I have video on it, so I'm going to leave all this description below so that you can follow suit. Okay, so here I'm going to power this very machine, and then let's see if it's going to respond. Okay, so you can see it has identified my WDS server, so I need to press enter here. So we are going to wait for this to load. So as you can see, I'm having an error. Okay, my operating system couldn't load for me. All right, so we'll see how to resolve this right now. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off this test PC, right? So I'll go back to my WDS server. Now what you have to do here is you need to, for the boot.wim, use the Windows 10 version. Okay, don't use the Windows 11 one. So I'm going to delete this. So I'm going to either disable or delete, whichever one I'll do. I can do that. Let me delete totally. Okay, so now I need to load my Windows 10 in my DVD CD-ROM. Okay, next, click on Wins, settings. So I need to load my Windows 10 bootable here. browse, and then now I have to look for Windows 10. Okay, and then okay. So let's check if our ISO have loaded. Okay, so it's in there, so you can see the indicator, right? So let's right click the boot manager once more, boot image. So here I'll load the boot.wim from Windows 10. Okay, next, and then next. Alright, so this is done. I'll click on finish. Okay, so I have my image there. So the next thing I have to do here is now I'll need to boot my test environment once more. So I'll boot this. So we'll go through the same process once more. Right, so you can see here now we have what Windows Deployment Service app wizard running. So we didn't have the error we had previously, so that error is fixed for us. So next, so I need to be authenticated, okay, just to show that I'm the administrator who is orchestrating this deployment. Okay, so I need to log in with my domain credential. Okay, all right, so you can see here Windows 11 Pro, that is what I have in there. So next, so my hard drive, I'll go for next. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to wait for my installation to finish, then we'll see what to do next, right? Okay, so when this installation is done, all this stage is going to go through by this stage one by one. When it's done, it's going to restart a couple of times, okay, before another windows will pop up for us to continue from there. So what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to pause the video and then continue from where advantage point where is needed, because the other side the system is going to do its own thing and then restart a couple of times, right? So let's check it out. All right, so as you can see, our installation is almost done. So we need to answer these questions before we move ahead. So region, I'll maintain the default, but you can select any region that you want. So I'll go for yes. Okay, so the keyboard layout US, yes, I don't have any additional one. Skip. Alright, so for Windows 11 you need internet access, so I'm going to add internet to my VM. Okay, so what I'll do here is just go for VM settings. I'm going to add another network card for internet access, so network adapter. So I just maintain this by default and then okay. Okay, so while it's loading, so you can see on my physical machine I have internet. So check this out. You can see it's trying to identify the network. So here you can see now this button has been activated, so I can click on next. Okay, so you can see checking for updates. Okay, so it's going to take some time for us to see the next stage. Alright, so I need to accept the license and agreement. Alright, so how would you like to set up? This will be personal. Okay, so I'll go in for personal next. If it's for work, that means you'll be joining to the domain and other stuff. So personal next. So we'll have to sign in, okay, to unlock certain experience. So whether we like it or not, we have to do that. So sign in. Okay, so as you can see, I need to sign in into the Windows 11. So here I'm going to make the full out of the system, even though I have it in my previous video how to install Windows 11 and bypass all this. So I'm going to show it here once more so that you can walk through. Okay, so I'm going to just provide an email address which I don't even have. Okay, this email address is not even mine, so I'm just making the full out of the system, right? So Gmail next. So let me just provide my password. Okay, sign in. Alright, so you can see I hope something went wrong. Let me try again once more. Okay, so you can see here I've just bypassed that, right? So who is going to use the device? Let me just put here admin, and I don't need to put password, so next. Okay, so it's insisting I put a password, so I have to do that because this is a TPM version, so it's going to insist you put a password. So I'm going to do that for this. Okay, so the secret questions, which security questions which I need to answer. So I'm going to select something here. So pet name, doggy. Okay, doggy. Let me just use that. So the second question is okay, city, Perth, Accra. So the third one, child nickname, and I'm done. So we're going to wait for this to finish, and then we'll have our Windows 11 desktop. Okay, privacy, I'll go for next, right, and then accept. Alright, so you can see here system is actually getting ready for us to use. Okay, so let's hold on and check. Alright, so as you can see, our installation is done. So this is how we can deploy our Windows 11 in Windows Deployment Service, right? Please subscribe to the channel, okay, like the video, share, okay, leave comment and let me know All right, so I'll be bringing another session of Windows 11 installation using what MDT, okay, to deploy, right? So you'll be seeing more videos on that. Thank you for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel, share the channel, right? See you guys.